Hey, we're at the 2010 NAMM Show in Anaheim, California at the Vic Firth with a good friend of mine, Neil Larrivee, who works with the Vic Firth Corporation. And I'm going to let Neil talk to you about how he got started as a drummer and what he's done and what he does at Vic Firth.
Well, thank you, Pete. I appreciate you inviting me to chat. And my story, I don't think is much different than a lot of people. It's just music in my life was a gift. By fortunate to have a family member, my uncle who was a drummer. My dad was a manager of a rock and roll band that my uncle played in. So tagging along with my dad on Saturdays and Sundays, you know, I went and watched them rehearse, and I felt like I had no choice. I've always felt that drumming has been what I've been. Anything else I did was really something else I picked up along the way. But the thing I've always been is a drummer, you know, and then I actually became a musician, you know, boom, right, you know. So I think when you have a passion for music, when it's inside of you, what you've got to do is find a way to make it work for you. I think a lot of us have similar stories about how we started out. It doesn't necessarily end up, or does not direct us to how we may end up in the music business. I certainly never thought of myself working in the music industry. I thought of myself as a drummer, and then as a musician, and then as a teacher. And along the way, working in the industry was just something I lucked into. Needed some part-time work, happened to be invited by Vic he needed some extra people to work, and you know what, that caught the bug for me as much as the playing and the teaching and the writing music. And I think the story there is that, you know, our world of music can be enjoyed, and we can make a nice career of it in many, many different ways. And the key is to have the flame inside, and if you have it and you love it, then you just find a way to make it work. Don't be discouraged. You won't necessarily get to where you thought you were going to with the exact same path that you had in mind, but if you really care enough, it will work out for you if you just keep at it.
Cool. Now, yesterday I discovered that you were a drum corps. A lot of our students they were a drum set player in rock and roll bands, but they're also into the drum lines at their schools and the DCI stuff. What have you done with that?
Yeah. Well, my background there is, you know, when I was teaching in my early 20s, something that helped me to make a living was, you know, working with local high school bands. I had a drum corps background from when I was a child, so I was desirable, I was hireable to be able to help local bands. And my local high school programs did very well in regional and state, and then eventually national competitions. And I was invited to participate with different drum corps, including the Cadets of Bergen County. I worked there from 1993 to 2008 as a designer, specifically for the pit percussion. And so that just gave me more wonderful opportunities to work with kids all over the country, and work with a group that was very notable throughout the world. I still remain involved in the drum corps activity now. I now work with a drum corps called the Blue Stars, and it's my first year working with them. This is fun because we're building a new program, and I'm having the excitement like I'm a young guy starting my new program. So it's a lot of fun. Again, it's about the passion and the fact I still have it, you know, which I wasn't sure I did, honestly. Once I finished up with my cadet experience, you know, I found that when I had an opportunity for something else, the flame was still burning. So I'll keep going at it until that flame blows out.
Good. Now, here's the big thing that I find is that, you know, a lot of kids don't know that there is actually an individual named Vic Firth. They think it's a name of a drumstick. So what can you tell me about Vic Firth?
Well, you know, Vic, first of all, is as close to being a family member to me as I can think of. I've spent many hours with him. I've worked for him now for 23 plus years. It'll be 24 years in March. He's not only been an employer, but a mentor in so many ways, musically and in life. He's treated me kindly and given me great opportunity. So he's a phenomenal human being. It goes without saying that he's been a very successful business person, but at the root of it is him as a musician. 50 years as the principal timpanist with the Boston Symphony Orchestra, a career teacher with the New England Conservatory. It's a resume that's pretty fantastic. He brings all of those qualities, all of that background into the leadership role of our company, and has a great impact on how our company is viewed in the world, and how in the world of drumming, in the world of music, in all different ways. And of course, he has a profound effect on individuals. I can say I'm one of the lucky ones to have been so positively impacted by him.
Fantastic, excellent. Yeah, well, we should get Mr. Firth. Come on over.
And speaking of that,
No, we're gonna get
that fabulous gentleman.
No, well, that's good. I can't compete with that. I was just saying, some of the students don't know there's a man named Vic Firth. They only know the drumstick. So we're here at the NAMM Show with Mr. Vic Firth, one of the most awesome individuals in the world of drumming and in the world of music. People look for me going, what are you talking about? We're interviewing people for our students to tell them why you got started. How did you get started as a percussionist?
I played with lots of trumpets. My dad was a trumpetist, so I got shifted over.
So your dad shipped the job for the trumpet into drums?
Went to be a very strange route to get here, but yeah, that's how it went.
Well, fantastic. And you're still currently playing? Or no, you retired?
No, I just quit.
Just quit?
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Do you have anything you'd like to tell our students in Alta Loma music?
Practice, practice, practice.
How do you
Be
find
patient, be sympathetic, and you'll go a long way.